I passed out at school. No, actually, like, I was in the hospital. But this story started the day prior on Tuesday. I swim every day, and I'm not that good, but I still do it consistently. Basically, I just came back from practice, and although I wasn't feeling hungry, since my parents just cooked a meal, I just, ate it. Afterwards, my stomach felt like it was about to burst, so, I just went to sleep. The next morning was just an average morning. Me and my friend carpooled to school. I went to first period, as usual, but the person who sits right next to me, who we'll call Big Mustard, just walked straight over to my backpack. He grabbed my metal water bottle and just started gulping the water down. Like, he did not use the waterfall method. He just straight up, like, put his crusty lips on my the water bottle rim or whatever, and then just started gulping the water. And then the most disgusting part is when he finished, like, water started dripping out of his mouth into my water. So, I was shocked, but like, I just continued on my day because it's not that big of a deal. Like, I could live with it. But fast forward to third period, my stomach started hurting a lot, but like, I still felt fine. I could still focus, but I was shuffling around with my legs and stuff, trying to not feel pain. And I did my work with Big L, since we have 5 periods in a row with each other. Very cool, handsome, charming, diligent, reliable, generous, handsome, cool, charming, cool, handsome, charming, diligent, reliable, generous, and a hot person. But then in fourth period English, that's when everything started to go wrong. Like, I just went to my seat as usual and we started reading a book, but all of a sudden my stomach just felt like an acute pain. It wasn't like before my stomach was hurting as in like very like over time. It was very like numb. Now it was just like really sharp. It hurt so bad. I was just holding onto my stomach. I was doing anything to numb the pain, but it just kept on hurting. At one point, my head felt so numb, and I wanted to lie down on the table, but I just kept on reading because I wanted to seem like a good student to my teacher. Because I already had a C in his class. I don't have any C. I have straight A's. It's just because he grades like at 2 miles an hour. So like I got like a bad grade on the first assignment, so it transferred over throughout the year. But I really wanted to save my grade because if I already had a C and I calculated the math, I actually should have had an A plus because since he didn't grade it yet. But I didn't want to seem like a bad student, so I just kept on reading. Eventually my head hurt so bad that I just felt like I had to go home, so I stood up and walked to my teacher. But that's when my vision got really blurry and it started like blacking out and it felt warped. And now I don't remember anything after this point, but my teacher told me that he was getting me a pass to go to the nurse's office, but then he saw me like slowly stumble into a wall and then fall backwards, and he quickly caught me, which saved my parents a lot of money because if I got a concussion, well, that's not gonna be cheap. Also, apparently a kid who we'll call the little one told my entire class about my channel when I passed out, so that's nice, I guess. Now, this is the second time that's happened, the first being caused by none other than Billy K, who at my old school was a major character to expose me to my class that I play block game and make videos. But basically, when I woke up, I saw a ring of all my classmates surrounding me and my teacher staring straight into my soul. Like, he was just like, it was honestly, I think he might have been more scared than I was because I don't remember anything. I just saw him staring into me, and there was like a ring of my classmates all just staring into my soul. So that was nice, I guess. But basically, a couple seconds later, a school nurse comes in and checks on me by attaching like 30,000 stickers to me and attaching wires to those. They said I was fine, like my vitals were all great, and told me to lay on my side. And then like a minute later, the 911 people came, and my teacher offered me like a big bottle of water, and he said, "Don't worry, I have not drank it," which I still would have drank it. Actually, no, I wouldn't have drank it with my lips. I would have used the waterfall method or something. But the nurses, they said not to drink the water. But after a bit, they let me walk to the nurse's office and sit down, and a student operator or something, like just like they were still in the learning process. They did give me like the arm compression thingy, like manually with their like hands, like pumping it. And apparently she did a little too much, so I was helping to train a student. But basically, like this old lady who was really nice to me, she was the only one having a conversation with me. Cause like there was cops there, and they were just like talking about their dogs and stuff, and they were showing each other pictures and videos or something because they were laughing so hard in the corner. But basically, this old lady, really nice. She's like one of the responders. She asked me a very funny question. She was just like very straightforward, like, "Do you have drugs on you?" Yeah. I just kind of stared at her, not knowing what to say, because, it's just like very strange question. But then she started laughing and saying that she wasn't the cops, so, if I said yes, then that would be good, I guess. I don't know. I don't, maybe, I don't know. Hopefully not, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Unless it was unknown, because I don't think I did, but But yeah, after this, they told my parents, who came in like 30 minutes later, that I should go to the hospital just for a safety checkup. And my parents drove me there, and I just sat on the bed for like 30 minutes. Honestly, by this point, I practically felt normal. Like, I was just insisting that I should just go home because I felt great. Like, I felt better than ever. But, I kind of had to be there because I was already there. To pass the time, me and my dad just basically played Battleship on my phone. And my dad had to go home eventually because he had to get his phone and do work or something. But like after that, some nurse people came in and then put needles into me that could change like parts. I don't know, I think it's EV or something. Like, they injected a needle in me and they constantly swapped it out. First they did a blood test, which was nice. And also, by the way, there was also a student nurse in there, so I'm getting all the students. They started taking blood out me, and then they pumped like water into me because apparently that's better than drinking water, because that's probably one of the reasons I fainted. Another one's probably because like I'm too tall. I'm just like 8'10", by the way. Trust. And basically, apparently, like I'm not eating enough and I'm exercising too much or something. Yeah, so muscles. But this took, like, the water took so long. It took like 7 hours or something. It was like actually a small container. I could have drank that pretty fast. I think some would be wasted, but they didn't give me any food apparently for like an EV test or something, because it was like a guy called Gary, which is my dad's name too. He like shoved me into a machine and started turning me all around to like get scans on my body or something. Well, not turning me around, but turning the cameras around. Finally, like after like an hour, my dad came and brought food back, and since I couldn't eat, I just had to watch my mom eat the food, and it smelled so good, but I just stared at her, and I posted some pictures to me in the bed to my friends. And thank you to Big L for actually asking if I died or not. I would redo it. Like, honestly, I got to skip school for a couple days. The teachers treated me better. But bad side of this, my head always hurts now. Well, not always, but it hurts really bad sometimes. And if I do it again, then my head might hit the ground, which causes a concussion. Because the concussion was not be good, because fainting isn't that big of a deal. The concussion is what really is a big deal. And also thanks to Ace and 5 for being the greatest human alive. Subscribe to him. But after a bit, we went home, and when I got back, my head just started hurting so bad again. Like, literally, right when I got on my bed to fall asleep, my head hurt so bad. Like, I wanted to fall asleep, but my head hurt too bad to sleep. The next 2 days, I didn't go to school because, I just could not function. I had an error. And now, more than a week later, my head is fine, but my stomach hurts a lot. And after this, everything was pretty much normal at school. And I even edited a music karaoke video thingy on a group project with Big L, Mustard, and Little J, because they knew I had a YouTube channel. They were like begging me to edit, and I was like, I don't have time. And I still edited it because it was actually pretty easy. I just had to make the text. And I'm actually recording this on Christmas. But yeah, thank you for watching.